everybody, it's Barb from Self-Help FAQ. I'm just hanging out on a Wednesday, and this is Wisdom Wednesday, where we're going to go a little bit further into my journal. Week 1 we just did on Sunday. It was Doubts in Your Future, and tonight I'm going to cover mindset, which is what I had said the first lesson was really all about. So here's just a picture of my journal again, just to remind you. Right there. So we're going to talk about mindset tonight and what it really is all about and how you can change yours the best way. So I have a presentation now for you with some slides, paper slides anyways, and I'm going to put them up for you and we'll discuss mindset. So we're going to be talking about mindset, what it is and how it comes about and how we can change for the better. I apologize about the shakiness of the video, but my camera holding arm, boom arm, isn't really working in this area, so I have to hold it, and I hope you don't get seasick. So anyway, this thought that mindset is a pattern, not a personality or personality trait. There was a Stanford psychologist named Carol Dweck. I just wrote her name in down there. That if you read about her, you can find out that she did research on the growth mindset, and it shows that people can develop their abilities and intelligence by effort and learning, and so she doesn't see them as fixed inborn traits or innate traits that someone might have a bad mindset or a negative mindset or a stubborn mindset or any of those things. It's dynamic and changeable and not a part of your personality. So basically what we can say is that people aren't born with a negative mindset or feeling like they can't do something, or you're just not born that way, so don't beat yourself up. So what is actually going on here? Well, here's a great quote from James Clear of the Atomic Habits book. He said, "You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." So that's why I have the gear pictures here. It's a system of things that are supposed to work together properly. But if there's a breakdown in one, that's going to negatively impact the whole system. And so what we're saying is, mindset isn't just a belief, it's repetition. What you repeatedly tell yourself sort of becomes your mental operating system. And it ties directly into what we think, how we feel, how we act. And it's really subconscious. We don't even notice that these things are happening. Here's a picture of the book, Atomic Habits. And I highly recommend that if you haven't read it, you really should. And it's probably going to be something that you'll come back to time and time again. It's helped me a lot, changed a lot of my habits that were not serving me well. So this is kind of a little bit of a visual of what most people think mindset is. They think it's something that you have to, picture something good, go after it, and everything will be all right with the world. But, positive thinking, if you just have the willpower, you can do it. But actually, it's about your mental habits. It's about the things that go on in your head repeatedly every day. So this is kind of what mindset really is. It's kind of like a loop if people say, hey, you're loopy, it can happen in your mindset. You can get loopy. You can run on a loop all day about different things. And actually, the brain is something that likes patterns, and it's easier just to run on automatic. So you see this rope here. It's looping and looping and looping and looping, and there's patterns, repeated patterns. This is kind of what your brain does. You can think about something good over and over. You can think about something bad over and over. But yes, you run on an automatic loop in your brain. You can hope and hope and hope for a better future, but it's all based in habit, whether or not good things are going to happen based on what you do and how you think. So you can have the right goals and the right beliefs, but if your daily mental loop is full of self-doubt, maybe distraction, perfectionism, that type of mindset just won't support you in your success. So in other words, you might believe in your future, but you still have that fear that you default to. You may want to grow, but you still rehearse or go over certain self-sabotaging thoughts and actions, through how you talk to yourself or how you even structure your day. So what's going on in your brain is that you're having these looping thoughts. Other people can't see them, so we call them invisible rehearsals. So instead of trying to believe harder to make good things happen, start noticing what thoughts and actions you repeat in your daily life. One of them I know everyone does. You check your phone first thing in the morning, and that is you rehearsing to reactivity. So you're looking for something to react to. That can be a negative thing. Are you mentally replaying a mistake you made all day? And that's rehearsing shame. So you're practicing something with your thoughts all day, every day. What are you rehearsing? Well, let's take a look. It's sort of a quiz that I have for you next. A checklist or a quiz. Let's see what are some of the thoughts that might be looping through your head. Let's take a look at the list. Okay, here's the mindset awareness checklist. Some of the looping thoughts that might be going through your head. See if any of this sounds like what you do. Worrying every morning about what could go wrong. Ruminating on a past mistake or embarrassment. Imagining worst-case scenarios as preparation. I've done that. Thinking I'm so behind or it's too late for me. And here's some language and self-talk that you might be doing. Saying I can't or I'm bad at this out loud, even jokingly. Apologizing before speaking or sharing an idea. Talking about how busy or tired you are constantly. I think I do that a lot, maybe not constantly. Daily routines, okay, starting the day scrolling news or social media. Yep, I think we all do that. Keeping clutter and chaos around your workspace. Yep, I'm guilty. Avoiding difficult tasks by doing easier ones instead. I think most people default to that. Staying up too late binge watching or doom scrolling. Yeah, I do a lot of binge watching late at night when I shouldn't. Social inputs. Listening to people who complain, criticize, or gossip. I'm not sure about that one for me. I don't really like that. Being the helper or rescuer in every relationship. So you can you can pause the video and maybe take a screenshot of this and print it out for yourself. Hopefully that's all in the frame. Okay. Well, isn't this nice? Wouldn't you just love to be on a beach with some beautiful flamingos on a beautiful day? No social media. And so, as it says, change your inputs. One of the best way to change your mindset is to change your inputs. In other words, you know, when they say garbage in, garbage out, well, you want nice things to go in, uplifting things to go in order to change your mindset. So it doesn't happen in a vacuum. It reflects your environment. So what are you listening to? What are you consuming? Like, what are you reading, watching, eating? And what small signals are around you every day that you might not be looking at them, long, but like I said, in the vision board, after a while you might not notice it, but it's still there playing in the background and playing on your mind. So do you have sticky notes with bad news, screensavers, some other kind of news that you listen to maybe in the background? So your brain will believe what it hears most. So feed it better soundtracks. Do you like that quote? Well, that's by Daniel. I don't even know how to say the last name. Levitin, Levitin. He's a cognitive psychologist known for his work on the science of music and the brain. And he has a book called This Is Your Brain on Music. I don't know if any of you have read that. I have not, so I would like to get that book. So your environment influences your thoughts and your emotions and your well-being. You can consciously choose for a better environment. So you have to change what goes in, what you see, what you hear, what you allow yourself to listen to. In doing that, and repeatedly doing that, not just start doing it and then get bored and go back to the bad news and things, but you have to keep things going. I think social media might be one of the worst things that we can listen to. So much drama happens there. We don't really need that. So changing your mindset is going to take some preparation, not motivation. Not saying you can do it and rah, 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 but as you see here, there's a boxer getting himself ready and training. And it's not just physical, there's also mental preparation you have to do before a fight. Knowing things about your opponent, psyching yourself up to win, to be the best that there is. So, motivation fades. What sticks is preparing your mind to handle real life setbacks and pressure. It's like putting on an armor before the battle, not screaming affirmations in the middle of it. And just like this athlete, Olympic athletes also train their mindset to perform under stress. Not just believe they'll win, but rehearse how to handle the pressure. And this is the same thing that you have to do. So what's the big idea here? Well, you have to work pretty hard to change the habits that have been ingrained in your mind. It's taken you all your life so far to form your mindset. So it's not going to be easy. It's very hard work. Journaling, I think, helps a lot. Getting your thoughts out on paper and sort of rehearsing how you're going to change every time that you have some doubt or negative thoughts or feeling less than. On paper, you can plan how to change that. And then when you run into these situations, bring that journal out or put things on sticky notes in an area where you wouldn't be embarrassed to have friends look at it, maybe. Or have things on your screen to help remind you how to change your thoughts. Are you ready to try for another chance at journaling to help change your mindset? I know we did a little bit of this on Sunday, but I think this is a little bit different because it's time focused. So let's journal now. Take out a piece of paper and do this now, or you can wait till after the video, do it then. The question is, think about a thought or belief you rehearse most often that's actually hurting you. And what is one daily habit you could change this week that would strengthen your mindset? I would be very interested in learning what some of you have come up with, if you don't mind sharing some of what's in your journal as far as this lesson goes, this exercise. You can put it in the comments below the video, or you can go to the Self-Help FAQ Facebook page and have it over there. Or you can privately email me at barb@selfhelpfaq.com and just say journal question in the subject line, and just share it with me. Maybe I can reply and give you some of my thoughts. All right, hopefully you did the exercise, or you're going to do the exercise, and start working on changing that mindset. If you have things that need changing, it's going to be like climbing a mountain, like you see in this picture here. But just keep going. Don't give up. And if you like what you are working on here, or the discussions, don't miss any of them. Like and subscribe. That helps me, and that helps you. And if you'd like to get the book, it's available on Amazon. I'll put in the link below the video. And I think that's about it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget to tune in on Friday. We'll have Follow-Up Friday, where I will answer a viewer question. Hopefully on this week's topic, but it doesn't have to be. And I can't wait to read all the questions. I know I've got a couple of questions already, so I'll have to choose one. And thanks again for tuning in. This is Barb at Self-Help FAQ YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your week.